Hello YouTube, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know, my name is Matthew. Welcome back to Cracking Packs. And before we get into today's Cracking Packs, and for those that don't know Cracking Packs is the series where I open a selection of MTG product. And well, it's normally MTG product. I did do a Hearthstone one as well. But so I open a selection of varying product from varying card games. And then I basically open a selection of boosters and see what I open. And basically we always give back to the community on this channel. So we also do a giveaway for various arena code cards that I've got spare that I'm not using. So I give them away to various people. And as I say, they always prove popular. All right, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps grows the channel. And before we go, so last time I tried to film one of these, for some reason I had problems recording it. I don't know what happened basically, and it cut out midway. And they say I didn't release the video, so that was the Duskmorn episode. But for those, I've got the codes from Duskmorn to give away, and I'm going to give them away at the start. For those that don't know the code cards, they basically come in your pre-release kit. You get a selection of boosters, you get 6 boosters, and you get a code card. The code card you can redeem in Arena. You basically type it in the redeem code section, and you use those to get it's a booster basically for each one. The main ones from the pre-release box you get 6 boosters for each one, and you can only use one of, and the other ones you can get one basically. You can use up to 5 or 6 of them, I believe, and they give you a pack for each. All right, please don't be too greedy and only claim one of these code cards. All right, so there should be plenty to go around because I've got lots of leftovers. So there's going to be some green ones. The green ones are the main ones. So basically, I'm just going to put them up on the screen. And basically, good luck to those trying to claim the code cards. If you want more time, just pause the video. This is the first code card. Good luck to those coming to claim. And these are from a Duskmorn, bear in mind. These aren't the foundation ones. We'll get onto the foundation in a minute. I'm just doing these at the moment. Okay, that's the first one. There's about 7 of these, I believe. Thanks to the people who gave me the extras, because there's no way I did that many events. I did about 5. I normally do 5 pre-releases. That's the second one. We've got the third one. And we're going to have I'll show you that when I open the cards, we have a little bit of discussion about each, and we'll see what I get. I'll tell you a little bit about the mechanics in the new set. Third one. Thanks to my shop, the Gamers Guild, which I run the F&M pre-release of that one, and also thanks to the Game Shop in Hampshire in the UK, which I also do my other pre-releases at. And we also did drafts at each of them. Gamers Guild did 1 and did 2 at Aldershot as well. That's the one, carrying going. And this is the last of the batch on Duskmorn. There's that one. Right, these always prove popular. People say they go quite quickly, so be quick trying to claim them. These are the ones we can use one of it. These aren't necessarily from the most recent packs, but I'm pretty sure I haven't claimed them. And that one as well. All right, those are all of those. Okay, let's go on to the Foundation set. So Foundations is the latest Magic set. So it's basically what is quintessentially is core set 2024. It's 2024 just, isn't it? All right, so this is basically the pre-release kit. So these are, for those that don't know, for those that go to pre-release, and I say the person who complained about my nails in the last video, I've cut them this time anyway. Then we need to say that this is an MTG Foundations pre-release kit. For those that don't know the pre-release kit, this is basically what you get when you go to a pre-release event, which is what they run on the first week or so of the set coming out. Basically, you open this pack, you get the equivalent of 6 boosters in it. And you get a random pre-release card as well, which is also in it. And this is what the code cards come out of. So basically, I did 5 of these. All right, this is just the box it comes in. I'm just showing you the paraphernalia before we get into the actual card. So this is the box. This is the artwork on it. Not bad artwork. It's all right. It's quite pink though for me. And the art, so you get dice in the pre-release kit. So these are the dice. This is one. And they have a symbol where the 20 is. Say, I think the color palette on the dice are similar because I've got loads of dice. And you see, for those that don't know in person, so this is my actual dice box. So this is what you get from like 20 plus years of playing. These are accumulation of most of my dice. I think these are most of my dice. They're not all my dice. Mainly they're from pre-release kits, just this box, and they're basically used at various things. All right, I might go into that in more detail at some point. All right, so those are most of my dice. All right, that was the pre-release dice, and that's the it's basically core set 2025. 2024, sorry. So basically, the cards in it are at a simpler level, and it's designed mainly for new players. There are new cards in it. I think it's about 60-40 split in terms of what's new and what isn't. Anyway, I'm hoping to hit a doubling season now because I need more doubling seasons. And those that don't know me in paper, I'm mostly a commander player, and I play lots of limited as well. So mainly draft and some sealed as well. Right, so let's go into the packs. These are the boosters I've opened. I've got the wrappers off ahead of time, just to save time. I mean, you say now, I can tell you in a booster, you're guaranteed a foil card now. And we'll just open them and say there's about, I think there's 14 or 15 packs here. I've also got some promo packs and some promos and various other stuff I'll show you as well. And we'll do some more codes at the end, which I know is why people tune in. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. And say I'll start with the first pack. I'll explain a bit about things as we go along. Let's bake into a pie. That's just a nice cool reprint from Eldraine. When I get to a mechanic. Okay, so when I get, I'll pause on the card. So Raid is a reprinted mechanic. It's basically, it's a mechanic that's mainly associated with pirates. This one being a Goblin Borders. So this is a 2 and a red for a 3/2, but it has Raid. So Raid basically means if this creature has an additional effect if you attack this turn. So it doesn't matter if the creature goes through or anything. It's just if the creature has attacked. But some people often make attacks that don't look anything special in this format, and then they're just trying to get a raid trigger. So that's Goblin Borders. I mean, so if there is some new pirates in the set, I might be looking to put them into my Commander Pirate Brass. I have Admiral Beckett Brass Commander deck. Healer's Hawk. That's basically me. My real surname is Matthew Hawker, isn't it? So that's me. Evolving Wilds, just a good colour fixer. Armor Sword Guide. So another dinosaur. I have a Dino Commander deck as well. And speaking of dinos, there's quite a few in this set. So this being, I believe this one's new. This is Quake Strider Ceratops. This is 3 and a triple green for 12/8. That's a really weird stat line. I don't think there's anything else I can think of that's a 12 stat line. It's very vanilla though. It's all of its flavor text. It's from Vivian Reed. So there's the Planeswalkers. So there are Planeswalkers in the set. There's one for each color. Vivian being the green one. And then we go some uncommon. Oh, hello. So that's quite good in limited. Anyway, so this is the new Coma. So this is Coma World Eater. So this is 3 green and blue for an 8/12. That's what was the previous stat line? That's a weird stat line as well. All right, it's Coma. It's a serpent. It's always obviously quite good in limited. The spell can't be countered. It has Trample Ward 4, and whenever Coma deals combat damage to a player, create 4 3/3 blue serpent creature tokens named Coma Coil. And we've got Exsanguinating Foil, good in multiplayer anyway. And we've got Thornwood Falls and a token. Art card, sorry. So you in the sets, you either get a token or art card in every booster. Now the tokens are double-sided though, unlike they used to be. So I'll see if I can give you an example. So this is the next pack. So we've got treasure on one side and food on the other side. So it's a bit better because before they only did that in Commander product. Now in the main set, they're double-sided as well. All right, let's see if we can get so another Minotaur Pirate, but Beast Coon Ranger. So it's worth pausing on these for a minute. It's not anything amazing, but like there's various things in the set with various elf synergies. There's two elf lords in the set, for instance, and that's a good one. And there's Llanowar Elves. Back for the first time after an absence of, I don't know how long it's been in standard. It's quite a while back anyway. It means it's legal in standard again though. Cathal Commando, Flash thing. There's quite a few Flash creatures in the set. Strix Lookout, so that has basically a draw, an additional draw. It's draw a card, then discard a card for 1 and a blue on a 1/2 body. So there's various things with the associated with the second draw mechanic in the set, various things that trigger on it. Another pirate, Berserker, Slide, Little Dragon, Runescale Wall, so 2 and a blue for a 0/6 with Defender, and it has Surveil 1, and this I'm going to put into my Arcades deck. There's also another rare wall in the set, which I might show you. That's not a good start. So we've got Brass's Bounty. So this is 6 and a red. It's the ubiquitous treasure maker. It's for each land you control, create a treasure token. They also did it as a promo at stage. Not very good. Oh, I like. That's not bad actually. That's all right. That's a full art Phyrexian Arena in alternate art. Let's say I've had this before. I've got like original version of this card as well. Anyway, it's just a nice artwork Phyrexian Arena. It makes up for the Brass's Bounty because that card's not very good. This one's cool. I think it's been usurped though, but like by the ring and stuff like that. Because in decks where I was playing Phyrexian Arena, I generally cut them for the ring. But like if you're playing an enchantment focused deck, I mean it's still a good card. Still good in more like I don't think it's good in limited to be honest, but I feel in like 60 card and commander formats, and that is very good. All right, that's Phyrexian Arena. Right, I'm just trying to get to these as easy as possible. Right, booster 3. So far I've done quite well in this set. I've done 5 sealed and 5 sealed and 3 drafts. I've gone positive nearly every time. I've got bar 1 and 1. I've mainly played Izzet based decks. This one's worth pausing on though. This is Grow from the Ashes. So this is Kicker. So for those that don't know, Kicker is you may pay an additional X as you cast this spell. So this is 2 and a green with Kicker 2. So it means if you play 5 mana with 4 colourless and a green, you basically get to. So normally you search a library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield, then shuffle. It's untapped. Bear in mind this one because most of those effects are tapped. If this spell was kicked, instead you search for 2 basic land and put them onto a battlefield and shuffle. Pretty good in limited, good colour fixer on a common, and you're fairly can get it. Menace. Oh, so Threshold, this has got Threshold on it. So Threshold basically is just a mechanic associated with the graveyard, and there's certain things in the set that have basically things. So Threshold, for those that don't know, is basically when you have 7 or more cards in the graveyard. They don't care about what type they are. It's not like Delirium, but it's another graveyard-based mechanic, and they probably interact with the cards in the other in the other sets that have Delirium and start off on that. They might some of them might see play. Oh, this is Crepfester, not an amazing. You've got Tatyova that's back, one of the best uncommons. Simic Nonsense. So this has got Surveil, which means you look at the X cards of your library where X is the thing. So in this case 3, and it also has Threshold as well. Isugu's second right. Oops, I think I can see that at the back. I think it's my color card. That's one of the second draw synergies. Ooh, we got so that's a mythic. That's Muldrotha. So, but the Muldrotha is a good card in the thing. I think it's best in Commander though. I don't think it's really that great in Limited. All right, it's 3 black and a green and a blue for a 6/6. Is during each of your turns you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. So like land, creature, etc., etc. Anyway, that's not bad. I don't really need it though. I think I need it in foil, but I've got it regularly, and it's the same artwork. Oh, and then second rare. So that's the second rare. So you get so you can get multiple rares in each booster. I'm not sure what the most you can get. I don't think it's as high as some of the other sets. Anyway, this is Abyssal Harvester for 3/2 Demon Warlock. It's 1 a black and a black. And it taps to exile target creature from a graveyard that was put this turn. It doesn't say from play or anything. It's just put into the graveyard this turn, in case people dump things to their graveyard. And it's basically create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types, then exile all other nightmare tokens. So you basically can only get 1 shot out of it. But that's you can get multiple uses out of it, but you always get to just keep the best one basically. And in the full art land. And the token. Right, let's carry on going. That was pack 3. Not bad. Getting there. Let me go with art. I'm just curious what this is. So there are 54 art cards. This is Drake Hatcher. So that's one of the good. That's like a wizard that makes 2/2 Drake basically when you cast a spell. So that's a foil. So this is the cycle of lands at common. So it's the gain life lands. For those, this set, some of the mechanics are based on the life gain. So particularly in black and white, you have various things that trigger on when you gain life, and I'll see if I can show you some of those if I get to them. Banishing Light, just a good thing. It's common, it's very versatile, but there's quite a lot of enchantment removal now. Oh no, I think I've opened the booster backwards anyway. Sorry, I apologise. I'm trying to film this kind of one-handed and open the thing. I'm using a iPhone 13 Pro now. Right, so this is Brass's Bounty again, my second copy. Hopefully we don't open any more. Oh, this is a bit better. So you can get these various, these are like the alternate artwork cards. Some of them are like quite pretty. You can also get them if you're getting collector's packs. You can get them in Japanese as well, and they've got alternate artwork as well, which are quite cool. You're not going to see those in this pack though. These are just regular packs. I got these. I didn't buy these packs. These, as always, I say these packs are primarily prize packs that I won from playing in the various events, because you get, well, in the UK, a pre-release is around the £30 mark. And then basically, if you're buying the boosters, it wouldn't be that much different. So you're basically getting additional value out of your packs, and you get a days out as well. Right, so Refute, Rune Scale Wall. Right, Tatty over again. Right, what do I want a doubling season. Let's see if I can get doubling season or any of the Planeswalkers. I've got Mythic and Fricks in Arena, which aren't bad, but the Brass's bounties aren't very good. Right. I'll just show you the weather outside. So I'm filming this in my upstairs room because I don't want to be disturbed while I'm downstairs. So that's the weather from the window. Not great at the moment. It's quite cold at the moment in the UK. All right, we will carry on. All right. Strix Lookout. The Prideful Parent, that artwork looks straight out of The Lion King. It looks like Simba and that, doesn't it? Or even something out of Lorcana. Alright, that's Prideful Parent. I've got a cat deck as well, and so I'm looking for any new cats to put in my thing. I mean, that will probably make the cut, but I mean, I probably want it in foil. There's some dogs as well, actually, as well. Giant Growth. All right, it's worth pausing on Giant Growth. We know what Giant Growth does. No, it's just worth bearing in mind. So Wizards, basically the biggest change in this thing is one of the biggest changes in Magic in the last. I don't remember when was the last time they changed the major combat, how combat works. So before, when the last biggest change was when damage went on the stack, and you can do all sorts of things for you could assign the damage and then say sacrifice a creature to do stuff, and then you think that was a while back now. Now the biggest change in this set is things that basically how the damage works. Because before you had to order the blockers, and then people could play their combat tricks and stuff, or after the blockers were ordered. Now you just assign the damage. So say you basically, there's no priority step between once damage has been locked in, basically you can't play any more things. So you basically have to play your Giant Growth before damage, and then basically they can just assign their damage to the other creatures. So you basically have to, so your combat tricks are worse, basically. Right, so we'll go on to the next pack and see if I can get in. You've seen all these cards before. Banishing Light. Sprite. That's quite cool on a fly. So that's a 2/1 fly. It makes instants and sorceries less. As we know, is the guild as most associated with instants and sorceries? Is it spells, I think, what you would call the archetype? So this is one of them. This is Cat Collector. This is just everything. This is entirely new. So this is a 3/2 for 2 and a white. It basically, when this creature enters, create a food token. Yeah, the food is probably being overdone. I'm going to say, I think the core set or foundations or whatever you want to call it is a good idea. Supposedly the cards in it are going to be standard legal till, I believe it's 2029, as I say, but not all the cards in there are various cards that aren't going to be standard legal in it. But and there's various other cards, and they've got various different artworks and various stuff on the thing that aren't necessary. If you want to check what's standard legal, go to the Wizards website. This, when it enters, create a food token. Whenever you gain life for the first time during each of your turns. Whoops, I think I might have done that in someone else's turn and created a cat. Whoops, I think I misread it. At the end of each of your turns, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that in someone else's turn. I apologise to whoever that was. I don't think it made a large difference. Another Tatty over. Stormcourt Blood Chief. Oh, and a large dinosaur. So that's Gulta, the big one. The 12/12. He's also in my dino deck. I'm going to say he's never really going to cost 12 mana realistic. He's 12/12 Trampler, and he costs X to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. So he's normally going to cost you the generic double green. All right. Oh, hello. So this is more like it. So this is a Rubbo, the first Fang. So I've already got one of these. It's not a new card, but it's cool anyway, and it's a different artwork. It looks more, quite like a lion on this. Anyway, so I lost to this at the pre-release. In the draft with this, with like 2 out of 3 games, they made this, and I didn't think I could get rid of it. Anyway, a Rubbo is a 2/2 for 2 and a white, and it's a cat lord. So it's other cats you control +1/+1. It's whether it or another non-token cat you control enters, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. And we've got a Dreadwing Scavenger in foil. Quite cool. It's a 1 blue and a black for a 2/2 flyer. It's whenever this creature enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. So as threshold, this creature gets +1/+1 in Death Touch as long as there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Pretty cool. And we've got a normal thing and a Drake, which is what the Drake hatching thing makes. All right, next booster. Ooh. I think I knocked it on the floor, but it's not going to matter. Mocking Sprite, Bacon to the Pie. As you hear a train go past, I apologise. Anyway, I will carry on. Bite down, fight spell. Pickaxe. Some of these cards have been more printed more times than others. Some are even been printed in 2 sets in succession, I believe. There's some that are only about a set old. Oh, so this is cool. So this is Revenge of the Rats. And there's my last Commander video, I featured my Marinora Commander deck. And this is Revenge of the Rats. This is 2 black and a black for a sorcery. It's create a tapped 1/1 black rat creature token for each creature in your graveyard. It also has Flashback. Flashback being one of the other mechanics in the set. It's another graveyard-based mechanic. Flashback reads, you may cast a spell from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. So you basically get 2 shots. And mechanics like that help increasing your chances of you doing more, because you've got more options. Brazen Scourge, just a haste thing. Reassembling Skeleton. And Tiny Bones Burglar. I've already opened a Tiny Bones. I mean, so this isn't the best Tiny Bones, but it's still good. It's 1 and a black. Or even the one from Thunder Junction, that Tiny Bones, I don't think this is the best Tiny Bones. Anyway, it's cool. It's a Skeleton Rogue. It's a 1/3. The artwork on this one's nice. I like it. It's when an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter on it. During your turn, you may play cards you don't own with stash counters on them from exile and spend mana of any type to cast the spells. And it has 3 and a black and tap. Each opponent discards a card. That one's at Sorcery's bid, though. Oh! That's something I wanted, a rune-scaled wall in foil, so that one will go into my Arcades deck for sure. Temple Hollow and the art card, I think that's Insight or something. Ooh. I do like collecting the art cards. Lunar Insight. Yep, okay, so next pack. About halfway through, I think, and then oops, I keep knocking things on the floor. Can't really try and do this one-handed. Okay, so this has Cracking Prowler, so this is a Hyena Rogue. It basically is a 3 in a green for a 4/3. It has Ward 2, which Ward reads, whenever the creature becomes target of spell ability and opponent controls counter it unless the player plays 2. Morbid is basically, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 on counter on this creature. And it's generally seen on green and black creatures. It's a gold kind of mechanic. Tolarian Terror's back again. Pretty good for a thing and fairly iconic. You cost 1 less for each instant sorcery in the graveyard, so he's generally going to cost you a blue. Burglar Rat. Don't know if there are any new rats in the thing other than the flashback spell, but I had to look through. So those are there's a common in this set, the rabbit thing, which means you can have. That's one of the cards wherein you can have multiple copies of it, and that card is a common. I haven't opened one yet in these, but I've opened quite a few in my other things, and you're basically looking to try and get rid of them now, and essentially if you're not interested in playing them, because they're worth a reasonable amount at the moment. I've got 3 and 3 foil ones, I believe. I mean, you say I'm trading them off, right? And I don't believe in these cards where you can play multiple copies, particularly because I feel that they're against the kind of thing of the game. Well, if you're playing Commander, really, I mean, I understand his 60 card playing like multiple copies of things, but that makes sense because you have more chance of drawing them, but playing any more than 4 copies, I don't particularly like. Savannah Lions. Yes, this used to be a rare when I started. There are loads of things that have been downshifted. Now, Savannah Lions is a 2/1 for 1, and Ragavan makes it look terrible. Really Oh, Anthem of Champions, so that's just a green-white. It's another Anthem. I don't think that's a reprint. I think that's new. It's creature you control. I think that's my third copy of those I've opened in various descriptions. And a foil Evolving Wilds. And another foil Art Planes. And a artwork. And that, I believe that's just a artwork from a swamp. Yeah, it's artwork from a swamp. Alright, let's carry on. Okay, so far we've been... So you... in these amount of packs, you probably are hoping for like... Mythics one in like 6 packs or something. So we'll see. We should get 2 to 3, I think, Mythics. Let's see if we get the thing. We've had the Elemental thing. Aegis Turtle, that's just an alt-5 thing. Might as well say Defender on it, but it doesn't. Abrade. Alright, so that's Dwinnen, that's Guiltless Dawn. Basically, that's one of the Elf Lords. That used to be a rare as well. So this is, what's it in Origins? I believe, Magic Origins, I believe, which is like, that's quite a while ago now. It's like, I'm going to say that's 10 years ago, 2015 maybe. Anyway, 2 and a green for 3/4 with reach. It's an elf warrior. It's other elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever an elf attacks, you gain 1 life for each attacking elf you control. Still fairly good. Blanchwood armor. Juggernaut, he's back. Okay, so what's the this one? So this is one of the new ones. This is Seer Slicer Goblin. It's 1 and a red for a 2/1. It has raid, and it's at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. There's a couple of other things in this set that make goblin tokens, and when you say there's Krenko. There's also like a combat trick that one of the modes is you can make goblins on it as well. Imperial Eagle, so one of the blue-white archetype in the set is flyers, and that's one of the main blue-white archetypes. It's been with the game forever, and this is one of the best ones. It's Imperial Eagle. It's a 1 white and a blue for a 2/3 flyer. It's a bird spirit, and it's other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Got a land, and is that Lunar Insight? The token, the art card again. I'll probably give that to someone I know. Alright, we'll carry on. Alright, so we've got a cat token. And what we've got on the other side is spirit. Alright, so sorry about that. My hand cramps up. Alright, got Dazzling Angel. So this is 2/3 on it's a 2/3 flyer for 2 and a white. So it has flying whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. So that's one of the white archetype. It's more like black. Oh, so this is the rabbit we've been talking about. So this is Heir Apparent. So it's 1 and a white for 2/2. It's when this creature enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent, and the deck can have any numbers of that. So that's going to my friend. Playborn Trick. This is create 2 1/1 blue flying fairy tokens with flying when you do tap target creature and opponent controls. That's pretty good for 3 mana. I think I got the art card for it earlier as well, actually. Tragic Banshee, this is Morbid. So Morbid is basically if a creature's died, opponent controls has died this turn, there's an additional effect. So this is a 5/3 for 4 and a black. So it's when it enters, the target creature controls gets -1/1, and if a creature died this turn, it's -13, -13. It's Tragic Slip is what it is on the body. So this is Claws Out, so this is a new card. So this is 3 and a white. This spell costs 1 less for each cat you control. It's creatures you control +2/+2 until end of turn. I died to that the other day. Oh, we've got a Lizard Druid, which is, they say they did some lizards recently. The red-black kind of archetype was like lizards. This is red-green lizard. It's a druid. It's a 4/4 trampler. It's whenever the creature attacks, another target creature you control gains trample, gets +X/+X, where X is the creature's power. That's pretty good. Then we've got Loot. The Exuberant Explorer, it's one of the iconic thing. It looks cool. Alright, 2 and a green for 1/4. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. It's basically a Simic card, really. It's a ramp kind of card, and it gets you value. So 4 and a green for look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may view a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from among them and put it onto the battlefield. Put the rest back in any random order. Bite down in foil. So we've got about another 4-5 packs, and then we'll get on to the promos and the other stuff. Sanguine Siphoner says we're 1 and 3 for 1 and a black. Whenever the creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life. Bear in mind that they do scale in multiplayer, and you gain 1 life. Burst Lightning. Pretty good red common. Has kicker, so it's normally burst lightning deals 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage. It's because lightning bolt isn't good enough, isn't in the core anymore. I remember when it was in standard anyway, so that was a while ago though. Spare spinner. So this is a new card. So this is basically, compare this to Giant Spider. This one is Giant Spider with other bits. So Giant Spider being was a free. This is 4 mana for a 1/4. It has reach. But it also has lots of other stuff that Giant Spider didn't have. This is Death Touch. And it has 2 and a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Activate as a sorcery. And it's target creature. It will grow anything on the board. And the various green-white has various synergies with +1/+1 counters. I'll see if I can see one of them. Maybe there'll be one in this pack. Vampire Nighthawk. Just a good uncommon. Solid. I mean, not far off constructed. A Shambling Cerberus. It's just a new dog. I'm going to build a dog. I'm going to do a Renaissance dog only. I'll probably call it something like Man's Best Friend deck. Reclamation Sage. Another one of the Double Strike Aura. That's a flash speed though, so you can play that as an instant speed as a combat trick, and it's pretty good. And we've got not Blind Obedience. I get the two confused. It's authority for consoles. It's basically a commander card. So creatures your opponent's control enter taps. It's whenever a creature an opponent control enters, you gain 1 life. And then we have the Bird Wizard in thing, and we've got Flumble with Fools and a thing. Right, just going to change my hand. All right, Giant Growth. All right, Prideful Parent. Won't spend too much on these. I aim for these videos are normally relatively long anyway. For those that don't know, I do various other content on YouTube. I've been going now for about 2 years. So I aim to also cover, I also do various other video game content. Mainly, I do various video game videos. I do various gameplay videos. And I also do various ones focused on my video game collector. I'm a big physical video game collector. I collect most things from the more recent systems to the classic stuff. I also show various gameplay as well. I do also what I call from a Magic player's perspective. I show various things based on various TCGs and roguelike normally, and I show them from a Magic player's perspective. So join me for those, and they're all listed in the YouTube. All right, in various playlists. So this is Scrawling Crawler. So I'm going to play this in my Nekuzar deck. So this is a 3 mana 3/2 artifact for Phyrexian Construct. It's at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. So that's Howling Mime effectively. But it has whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. It goes in great combination with Nekuzar. So we've got Witness Protection, just a solid uncommon. And we've got Ragged Highlands and a food token. Right. Sprite, Waltz, Theochorus, Cavalry, Dinosaur, Joustry, Fiendish Panda. That's called. So that's basically a new card. So this is one of the black-white life game payoffs. So this is a 2, a white and a black for a 3/2. And it's a bear demon. As they think they got that in Magic before. This is a weird combination. It's whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And it's when this creature dies, return another target non-bear creature because you can't get it back. You can get other things back with mana value less than or equal to the creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Another amulet. Here we go. It's Krenko. So this is Krenko. You know what Krenko does. It's been around for ages now. I mean, this being in the original Krenko. So it basically makes goblins on. It's got new artwork. Oh, there's something underneath. Oh, baby. Yay. I said I wanted it, and we opened it. We're hey. I'm a happy. Currently, I thought doubling season was going for around 30. This is on. So I filmed these on release week. So basically, the set's been just come out. So this is around like 35, maybe 40 in the UK. All right, I'm happy. I'm gonna say I've got various commander decks that this will go in. I've got a Planeswalker deck. I've got a tokens deck, and I think I've got like a green red X spell deck, which is quite good, which is Hydras and that. If you want to see those, they'll be linked in the various playlists anyway. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's see what else we can put. I'll put that to the side. I probably should put it in a sleeve, but I don't have one here. Anyway, fleeting distraction, and then that's far from a fleeting distraction, and that looks like the art token to Galter. I'm happy now. That's really made my day. I mean, I've done, I do other pack openings. I did one for Hearthstone recently as well. I mean, you say that one did quite well as well, but I couldn't give anything away with that. Hopefully I'll get to the point. All right, run away together. All right, there's only a pack left, don't worry. Courageous Goblin, Pilfer, Crypt Feaster again, with Imprisoned by the Moon, Nighthawk, Clinquit Sky Mage, Scavenging Ooze. That card used to be worth. So when I first got a Scavenging Ooze, they were only printed in what were like one commander deck, and I thought it was a £40 card at the time. And it said now Scavenging Ooze is peanuts. It's very, very good though. It's solid card. Good in most green decks, and it's even main deck in some. It's good against like the aggro decks as it gains you life, and it's also graveyard hate. Very good card. Not worth anything. Oh, my second authority, the consoles, but after the doubling season, we don't really care, to be honest. Right. All right. Oh, Sourfinite in foil, and a land, and a rat token. I like rodents. I've got chinchillas. They're basically next door. I've got 3 at the moment. I really haven't put the new ones in a video yet, so I might do that at some point. All right, we've got Elfborn Giant. We've got Paladin. We got Prowess. That's one of the also mechanics in the set. Is Prowess is when you cast a non-creature spell, the creature gets plus X basically until the end of the turn. I'm very happy with the doubling season. That's made my day. Spitfire Gackets for facing. You've got Landfall. Oh, so Landfall is another ability in the set. Basically, it reads whenever land enters, you get some effect. We've got Meteor Golem. Oops, I think I keep flipping the cards. We've got Arcane Epiphany, so this spell costs X less if you control a wizard, draw 3 cards. So it's like Tidings, basically, but at instant speed. And it's with the other spell which reduced when you got wizards. It was like Wizard's Lightning, because I remember playing that in like standard at a point. Anyway, that's a wizard spell, a Savannah line. I can definitely see what the card is. Oh, I can see some of it. Garrett's Uprising, just a good card. Oh, we've got Kiora. So what does this Kiora do? I haven't seen this card, so this is new. So it's 2 and a blue for a 3/2. When a Kiora enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. When it attacks, if there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create a Sign of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus. Oh yeah, I've seen the octopus token. I didn't know what made it, and it turns out it's that. We got Dazzling Angel, land, and a Vivian Reed emblem, which is actually a duplicate because I have part 1. Right, now we'll go on to some other stuff. Right, we go through. So I'll do the promos pack. So I've got the contents of 2 Duskmore promo packs, which are left over from, which are actually, so for this set Foundations, they don't give out new packs, basically promo packs. They're basically just still giving out these ones because they have to last for the current season. So they only renew them when the next set comes out, which is Ether Drift, which is kind of like it'll be a vehicle set, which will be coming out in February. Anyway, so there'll be codes in these. You can have the codes. Good luck. So these are current ones. You can redeem up to, I think it's 5 or 6 of these. If you need to, pause the video. Try not to claim more than one of them, please. All right. Let's see. These can be... Oh, hello. So I'm getting there. So these, before I say, can contain any card in standard. They're not necessarily going to be the most recent cards. This is Massacre Girl. So this is a good one. Massacre Girl I didn't have one of these. So this is 2 black and a black for 4/4 with Menace. It's creatures you control have Wither, which means they deal damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. So it's kind of like the old Infect kind of thing. So it's whenever creature your opponent controlled dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. That's a good pull. Also a mythic rare. I'm hoping for more Shieldreds. I've already got loads. There's some literally behind me. I've said Shieldred is the card I've opened most in the premium pack. Right. Good luck to those trying to claim the codes. That was the first pack. There's another one of these, and then we'll go on to some promos and stuff that I've got from the event, and then we'll round out the video. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps grow the channel, and it's free. That's the code card. Good luck to those trying to get them. Oh boy, my day doesn't get any better. Obviously, I wrote this script. I couldn't write a script better myself. This is Mondrak Glory Dominus. We're doing really well on this. So this is 2 and a white for 4/4. It's 1 or more tokens will be created under your control. Twice that many of these tokens are created instead. So combine this with doubling season. It's bonkers. Anyway, I didn't have a Mondrak. I was about to buy one. They're going for like 30 or so. But they've gone up. They haven't gone back down. I'm really happy. This is probably my best pack opening so far. All right, and we got Pyroclasm. Anyway, anything else doesn't really matter at this point. I think I'm out of packs anyway until Tammy had finished. Right, let's go on to some. I've got various promos that I got at the end. These are just various promos that I've fairly recent. So this is Flubs. So this is the box promo from Bloomborough. So this is an interesting one. This is the Teamer like frog. So it's green, a blue, and a red for 0/5. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card if you have no cards in hand. Otherwise, discard a card. This will be an interesting commander. And if people, have you built Flubs in commander? Let me know in the comments. I mean, this would be quite an interesting commander. I probably won't bother myself, but it is cool to have. And then these are ones, so these were given out, but these weren't necessarily from this pre-release. These were being given out recently, so these are WPM Premium Store. For those that don't know WPM Premium Store, this is basically what Wizards designate basically as if you basically have run basically X tournaments or basically. It enables you to get more prize support from Wizards, and these were basically given out at premium stores. They generally have a sign or something in the shop saying they're a premium store. So this is another lord of essentially. So this is Goblin King. So you know what Goblin King does? It's all other goblins get +1/+1 and have Mountain Walk on a 2/2 body for 1 and black. And then we've got Zombie Master, which is the same equivalent thing for zombies. It's other zombies you control have Swamp Walk, and other zombies you control have Black Regenerate. 2/3. I've got a Goblin deck and a Zombie deck. I haven't actually shown either of those two decks yet. I'll do that at some point. Then I've got Twitching Doll. This is what I got. This is the buy a box promo from Duskmorn. So that I got this as for running the pre-release in addition to the what I won. Pardon me. Anyway, this is a Twitching Doll. So this is a 2/2. It's a spider toy. The artwork in Duskmorn was like it's basically completely different to Bloomborough anyway. So this is Twitching Doll. 2 and a 2. Tap. For 1 mana of any colour, put a nest counter onto it. Sack the doll, create a 2/2 green spider token for each counter on Twitching Doll. Activate as sorcery. Alright, so then we got Heirloom Blade. Iconic. Then we go to the land. Then we go on to, these are going to be the current promo, the code cards. So good luck to those. These are the current ones. So these are good luck to everyone. And when you say good luck to those that are opening packs as well, and good luck to if you're playing any basically events, whether they be on paper or an arena. I may do some arena gameplay at some point. I have been distracted by various other games. I'm playing various other things, and I was also trying to work out how to do mobile content as well. I did my first mobile video. I did Clash Royale, and I might do some others at some point. I've been playing TCG Pocket and some other stuff as well. All right, these are the current ones. I think there are like 7 of those. I've got loads of them. And when you say Wizards, why can you not use multiple pre-release code cards? You really should be able to. It doesn't cost you any money. And basically, you're making most of your profit on Arena anyway by the thing. I think the profit margin in paper is about, I think it was confirmed about 20%. Arena is like 70%. This costs you no money. And if the people are paying out to play in paper, they should be able to get something for free anyway. Right, anyway, I'm giving back to the community. I've been playing like 20, nearly 25 years, nearly. All right, so those are all the code cards, and I think we might have some other ones to get. Oh, did I do these ones before? I'm not sure if have I done these ones. I can't remember. I can't remember honestly if I've done all the code cards or not. I feel I have them. All right, so have I done these ones? I can't remember. I'll just put them up now. I can't honestly remember. These are the Duskmourn ones. Sorry if I repeat these. I can't remember. I got too excited after the doubling season and I lost track. All right, don't worry. These are these. All right, nearly there. Some of these are older ones, but I haven't used them, I promise. All right, and if you just need to pause the video. All right, I think that's everything. Thanks very much for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. My name is Matthew, and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, enjoy opening your packs, and I'll see you again soon. So the next one of these I'll be doing for this will be Ether Drift, I believe, and that's in February. I mean, don't forget to check out some of my other videos. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.